What's up guys? What is going on everybody over on the Simply Viral channel? Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Today we are jumping back into the world of Fortnite Battle Royale to take a look at some Season 7 map changes that are probably going to happen. Of course, the Season 6 map here in Fortnite hasn't changed too much. However, over the past couple of days we have seen some pretty big updates, primarily around Loot Lake / Leaky Lake. But with Season 7, we do anticipate the map to end up changing quite a bit, and we're going to be focusing on some of the biggest changes that are likely to happen to the Fortnite Season 7 map all within this video. But before we go ahead and get into that, if you guys are brand new here to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe with your channel notifications turned on. That way, every single time we upload a new video here to the Simply Viral YouTube channel, you guys will be notified via YouTube themselves with a personalized message letting you know we've uploaded a new post. That way, you guys can be the first ones to watch, like, and comment on each and every new video. Speaking of commenting, if you guys are already a part of that notification squad, let us know. Drop a comment down below saying I subscribed or hashtag notification squad for your chance to be featured in our video shoutout, where you guys can actually get your name and comment on screen for everyone else watching to see. And last but not least, if you guys are excited for Fortnite Season 7, be sure to leave a big old thumbs up on this video, slap that like button, it'd be much appreciated. Now without further ado, let's go ahead, let's jump in and take a look at some map changes coming in Fortnite Season 7. For starters, let's address, well, the elephant on the map, that being Loot Lake or Leaky Lake, whatever you'd like to refer to it as now. For starters, let's jump all the way back to the first cube event when the cube finally dipped into Loot Lake and created the floating cube island. A little bit after that, the cube island went flying around or floating around to all the different runes around the map, quote unquote, corrupting them and I guess harnessing their energy. Then it floated back to the center of Loot Lake and corrupted even more, breaking the original Loot Lake middle island into multiple pieces, and Kevin the Cube sort of was the centerpiece, harnessing all the energy from the Loot Lake or Leaky Lake vortex. A little bit after that, of course, we got our official massive cube event where Kevin the Cube sort of just combusted and we were sort of just sent into that alternate dimension where the butterfly rifts then teleported us back into the regular Fortnite world, where Loot Lake / Leaky Lake has changed entirely. Rather than having one small island in the center of Leaky Lake, we now had multiple islands bleeding out from the water all across it, basically making it more loot but less lake. Actually, there's now quite a bit of new chest spawns and weapon spawns all across Leaky Lake, as all of these different land masses you can actually find multiple chests and multiple weapon spawns. So really they just deleted some of the lake and added more of the loot, and I personally am a big fan of it. However, I do not anticipate Leaky Lake / Loot Lake sticking around for Fortnite Season 7. I definitely could see it changing with the initial launch and with the initial map update. I think that either we're going to be getting a volcano that replaces Leaky Lake or a snow mountain. I say let's start with the volcano because this has been a rumor floating around the Fortnite community for quite some time now, actually dating back to when we got our first Kevin the Cube like teaser, where we got the image of Bright Bomber touching the cube, and in the reflection of the cube we had the evil Bright Bomber, and on her shirt was like some sort of volcano looking object, and people started freaking out. They thought Kevin the Cube was gonna spawn a volcano, and while that obviously is not the case, Kevin the Cube isn't completely gone. There's actually like little fragments of the cube in the very center of a Leaky Lake, and perhaps that maybe those are going to somehow come alive or somehow spark the spawn of a volcano. If you guys actually look at Leaky Lake or Loot Lake, the way that the islands are now sort of formed, they're in a very circular or spherical pattern, and I could definitely see that maybe something happens on the Fortnite map. We get some sort of initial launch event with Fortnite Season 7 that spawns a volcano to rise from the depths of Loot Lake and overtake Leaky Lake entirely, creating a brand new point of interest, some sort of volcano. I think this would be pretty crazy. Previously, Loot Lake was one of the most boring places on the map, and it's right next to some of the hottest places, that being, you know, Tilted Towers, Pleasant Park, so on and so forth. But that part of the map really uneventful, very boring in general. Then all the cube stuff started happening. It really sort of picked up the pace around there. However, still wasn't a great place to land if you didn't have loot already. If you were dropping there right off the battle bus, you were going to land there with a bunch of other people on the floating island where there was only a couple of chest spawns and not a ton of loot. Now that we have Leaky Lake, however, all the different islands and little small areas of land that we have now actually have really good loot spawns. There's a lot of weapon spawns and quite a few chest spawns as well, so it is a little bit better, but it's not really going to stick around for too long, I'd say. Of course, people are definitely landing there right now because it's the brand new POI on the map, but I definitely anticipate the hype for Leaky Lake to die down in the near future. While it does have some decent loot now, it's still not the most impactful POI on the map when you compare it to other places you can land. However, if you were to replace Leaky Lake, which is a pretty low-lying prime point of interest. Obviously, it's got tilted towers right next to it, which is much higher in elevation. Pleasant Park and the mountains surrounding it are all higher up. If you were to replace it with something like a volcano, which obviously had some height, it's really going to adjust the verticality to the map. That would definitely change things. Even if the volcano doesn't have great loot, it could still be a good place to land because you can land there, try and get what loot might be there, but then jump off the mountain and glide to a new POI that's right next to it, which of course would be tilted towers, Pleasant Park, lazy links, so on and so forth. I think a volcano could really change how that entire area of the map just north of tilted towers really plays. As of right now, it's not really a hot spot for people to go. Maybe if a volcano were to be placed there, though, it would definitely be a hotter spot, both figuratively and literally, because, you know, it's a volcano, it's got lava, it's gonna be hot. You could also make the volcano a pretty dangerous place to land. If there was lava floating around, or maybe random lava could spawn on the volcano, then it might be more of a risky place to land, and you might end up dying to lava and not getting, you know, the reward of the good chests and whatnot. That'd be pretty interesting. On the alternative side of the spectrum, we might actually be able to see a snow mountain spawn in place of a leaky lake, and here's why I think that this one is actually pretty likely, maybe even more so than the volcano. We actually have two leaks in game that are really hinting at some sort of snow area or snow mountain coming to the map here in Fortnite Season 7. This is between the Deep Freeze bundle and the brand new leaked Summit Striker starter pack. For starters, the Deep Freeze bundle, we've known about that for quite some time. It's actually dropping in just about a week here, and the name of it is teasing enough. The Deep Freeze. Maybe perhaps we're going to get some sort of Winter Wonderland theme for Fortnite Season 7 where we actually get some snow on the map, or maybe just a snow point of interest. Then we go over to the Summit Striker starter pack, which is a brand new leaked starter pack for Fortnite. The Summit Striker skin actually has the description, always the first to the top, and of course the word summit coincides perfectly with mountains. The summit of a mountain is the top of a mountain. So if you combine both of these things here, the Summit Striker starter pack and the Deep Freeze bundle, it works out pretty well to the potential of a snow mountain or a snow area coming to the map, and I definitely think the best place to put it would be right at Leaky Lake. Since so much did just happen there over the past season, it is sort of going to die down here in the future since no more events are going to be taking place at it, unless of course we do see some sort of volcano or snow mountain rise from the ashes. I think that'd be pretty crazy. Let's also talk about the runes on the map, because now that Kevin the Cube is gone and the Fortnite floating island has combusted, Kevin the Cube is not really impacting these runes anymore, and the runes don't really have a huge purpose on the map. Of course, they were home to the different monsters during the Fortnitemares events, but now they're just sort of there and not really too impactful. I can say with certainty that the runes are probably going away at the start of Season 7, since they really don't have anything to do with the storyline anymore. They're just there as a remnant of what was going on during Season 6. The question is, though, what's gonna come in their place? Are we just gonna get the regenerated land that was originally there before the runes spawned, or what's gonna happen there? Maybe are the POIs next to the runes all going to change? A lot of the runes are placed next to places that have been on the map for quite some time. Of course, Salty, Retail, Lazy Links, which is somewhat new, but really that area is not. Maybe all these different points of interest by the runes are going to change. Who really knows? This is a conversation I'd love to get started down in the comments below. What do you guys think is going to happen to the runes and the areas around them? Do you guys think they're going to combust with the cube themselves, or do you think they're going to change entirely, or just revert back to what they were before? I'm definitely curious to see your guys' ideas down in the comments below. And with that being said, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. If you guys enjoyed this, or if you're excited for Fortnite Season 7, be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up, slap that like button, it'd be much appreciated. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, and then click that notification icon. That way, every single time we post a new video here, YouTube will send you a message letting you know Simply Viral has gone live with a new upload, so you can be the first one to watch, like, and comment on each and every new post. And be sure to comment down below I subscribed or hashtag notification squad for your chance to be featured in our video shout out, where you guys actually get your name and comment on screen for everyone else watching to see. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We seriously do appreciate it. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.